Well, then, we reported to you earlier that the Supreme Court affirmed Akanimo Udofia as the authentic flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress in Akwa Ibom State for the ticket of the party, as it dismissed the suit filed by Senator Enang seeking to nullify the primaries that produced Mr. Udofia. Justice Kudera Kekerekun was the one who delivered a judgment and upheld the decision of the Court of Appeal Abuja, which held that the Federal High Court in Uyo acted without jurisdiction when it nullified the APC's primary election. And I'm being joined tonight by the man who went to court over that matter. Senator Enang joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, distinguished, for joining us tonight. How does the judgment come to you? For you, is it a settled matter? You want to move on now?
It's very unfortunate that there can be this level of discussion about the judgment of a court. I am very shocked, and I have taken this matter to the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC. Akanimo Udofia, my brother who has just spoken, is not the candidate of APC in Akwa Ibom State. If anybody wants to know who is the candidate of APC, let him just check INEC portal now. That is, as to the governorship candidates of the party, you will see on the space of APC that it is dash, that there is no candidate. Now, I took the case. The case at the Supreme Court today was decided in my favor and against Akanimo Udofia. It was decided in my favor and against Akanimo Udofia. The Federal High Court decided that the party should conduct another primaries, one, and that Akanimo Udofia should not participate in the primaries, him not being a member of the party, and that I am the member of the party and I and others could participate in that primaries without Akanimo Udofia. On the basis of that, Mr. Udofia, Akanimo Udofia, appealed to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal, William Daudu, JC presiding, decided that the Federal High Court had no jurisdiction because the writ was not endorsed for service out of jurisdiction, because it was issued in Uyo to be served on APC and INEC in Abuja, and the court held that under the Sheriff and Civil Process Act, Section 97 and 98, that the writ ought to have been endorsed, that it is issued out of jurisdiction. That was the main case that the Court of Appeal decided, and that on account of that, it has set aside the judgment of the Federal High Court and now took the matter to the Court of Appeal, to the Supreme Court. Two issues were argued as main issues at the Supreme Court. One, that the Federal High Court has jurisdiction because the Sheriff and Civil Process Act does not apply to the Federal High Court, and that the Federal High Court is one jurisdiction, has one jurisdiction sitting in different judicial divisions for administrative purposes. Now, the Supreme Court today ruled in my favor and said that the position of the Court of Appeal is wrong, and it set aside that judgment of the Court of Appeal. In fact, just one paragraph of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which the court has set aside today. It says the judgment of Mohammed Baba Idris, Justice Court of Appeal, on page 92 of the judgment says, flowing from the foregoing authority, therefore, and in view of the consideration of the issues in both this instant appeal and the sister appeal, wherein I have already held that the originating summons at the lower court, having not complied with the provisions of Section 97 and 98 of the Sheriff and Civil Process Act, the lower court wrongly assumed jurisdiction, and so this appeal succeeds. Another is made striking out suit number that filed at the lower court, and its judgment of 14th November, having been delivered without jurisdiction, is accordingly set aside. This is the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which Akanimo Udofia then said, they issued the same release they have issued now, that the Court of Appeal has asked his name to be sent to INEC, and they circulated all over the world. And I brought the judgment of the court and the court order and circulated everywhere.
But you do not have the judgment, the verdict of the Supreme Court?
I have the judgment.
It's not ready yet.
It's not ready yet, but by tomorrow it's going to be out, or next tomorrow it's going to be out. So what that judgment has said is that I lost on one leg, because I said in the nomination or the process of choosing a candidate which we are going to go for, that Akanemo Odofia should not be allowed to participate, because he cannot participate in PDP nomination on the 25th, and the following day he comes to participate in our nomination in APC, that he cannot. And I also said that the court should say that he is not a member of APC. But the court of appeal said that it is an internal affair of the party. And the Supreme Court agreed today that it is an internal of the affairs of the party. And it held in my case that Akanemo Odofia, the waiver granted Akanemo is a member of the party. That is the only thing he has won. So from today, he has become a member of the party. But they have misinterpreted it to say that the court has said that he is a candidate of the party. He's not a candidate of the party.
It's the contention over the ticket of the APC in Akwa Ibom State. Senator Enang, who is the one who has gone to court, from the Court of Appeal, has gone to Supreme Court. But there is a contention of what exactly is the position of the Supreme Court. So let me allow you to listen to the lawyer who spoke to us after the judgment today. Take a listen to the lawyer and allow Senator Enang to respond to it.
The Supreme Court just dismissed the appeal by Senator Enang now, and declared that the issues he raised, which borders on membership of political parties and waiver, is a domestic affair of the party. It was the basis upon which the court dismissed his appeal and affirmed the judgment of the lower court, that's the Court of Appeal. So by that, Akanemo is the candidate of the APC in Rivers State, in Akwa Ibom State. Yes, the APC governorship candidate in Akwa Ibom State is Akanemo Odofia.
Why is your position different from that? I mean, you were not a counsel in that case because it's your matter. You were not, you didn't represent yourself. But why is the account of that lawyer different from your own account today, or your own interpretation from what the media is reporting, though?
Now, I agree with him. There were two issues. One, that the judgment that the court, Supreme Court, should affirm the judgment of the Federal High Court and set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal. Now, the Supreme Court set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal, the one that said that the Federal High Court, that the Federal High Court had no jurisdiction. The Supreme Court set aside that judgment, that section. But the area that said that a waiver was granted, which he said, the Supreme Court did not agree with me. The Supreme Court said it is an internal and domestic affairs of the party, like what he had said, and that he is a member of the party. That does not make him the candidate of the party.
So you disagree on that note? Your own is an interpretation issue. He says, based on that fact, Akanemo Odofia is a candidate of the APC.
It was not one of the issues before the court as to who is the candidate. It is as to who is the candidate.
But by inference, can you infer based on the position of the Supreme Court?
It cannot be inferred.
So, okay, so because that again is one thing that your party and the other side need to trash out.
Yes.
So and INEC and your party need to decide.
Yes.
So but your position is that there is no candidate of the APC in Akwa Ibom State.
APC,
is that your position?
as at this evening and at this moment, and if you go on the INEC site, you will see that for governorship and deputy governorship, you have candidates of all other political parties. But on the space of APC, it is dash. Because from the beginning, from 29th of May, from 27th of May last year, or 28th and 29th, when this issue happened, I had raised that what we've done will not produce a candidate. And INEC came and wrote that what we did cannot produce a candidate. And that was why I went to court, so that the court should order.
But Senator,
nomination.
If in all of this, there is a possibility of a jeopardy. It's 3 days to the election now. Yeah. It does look like your party might go into that election based on your own stance without a candidate.
All I have said is that if the election holds this Saturday, the 11th, anybody, when you go to vote, if you see APC on the ballot, please vote for the party. That means because it is only a candidate, a party, that has a candidate that is contesting the election.
And it has been validated
yes.
in the Supreme Court judgment
yes. If you don't have a candidate,
matter. Yeah, so
if you don't have a candidate, that means you are not contesting the election, and so you may not be on the ballot.
Have you reached out to your party on this matter?
I'm reaching out to the party.
Officially,
yes.
on this matter?
Yes.
Why
I have written 11 letters to the party on this matter.
Why is it that they're not listening to you?
I've written 11 letters to this matter, to the party on this matter, and immediately I got the judgment of the Court of Appeal of the Federal High Court. I went to have a meeting with myself and the national chairman and the national legal advisor, and I requested that at least let us conduct nomination, which was ordered on the 14th of November. They told me that there is an application, there is an appeal. I said, an appeal does not execute at the state of execution. We can still conduct the nomination. Whoever emerges, we file candidates. That at the stage it is, we don't have any candidate filed. And if we don't do it, it may be too close to election and we will not have a candidate. Senator, so I've been reaching 11 letters and I'm going to make another approach to them, at least bringing the court order tomorrow. But as of today, neither myself, no Akanemo Udofia, no any person is on INEC, and no court order, other than no court order that anybody should be made a candidate. We're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time, Senator Enang, and I'll allow you a 30 seconds final word. I assume that Senator Akpabio is the leader of your party in your state.
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking easy.
Yes.
Perhaps the most senior member of your party in your state.
Yes.
Why, on which side is he? Are you on his side or is on the side of Udofia?
I wouldn't want to go there.
Is he on your side though?
I wouldn't want to go there.
So he's not on your side? I
wouldn't want to go there.
Why is he in so much trouble in your party though?
Because people like us who started struggling for the party since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019, and laid foundation for the party to be a blossoming, attractive party, which made people leave PDP and all that, and came in to join us and built up. Now, those who came in wanted to get some of the people out. Right. And they have gotten so many people out. Very many responsible people had left the party, and left the party only with its shell. So unless we rebuild the party, we will still have this situation.
I wish you the very best.
APC for today, and at the judgment of today, did not confer candidacy on any person.
We'll hope that
I disagree with the statement that has been made by the learned senior advocate.
Lawyers always disagree on so many things. Thank you so much, Senator Enang, for your position tonight.